Hello friends, in this video I will show you how to sew a basic girl's dress from scratch. Starting with bodice block drafting. What you need is a pattern paper, a ruler, a French curve, scissors, a pen or pencil, and a tape measure. These are the measurements that you need. Now we can start. First, draw two lines and mark a point A. Mark half inches as point B and 3.5 inches as point C. From point A to D will be half of armhole, and from point A to E will be the measurements of the back figure. Then draw the lines. Next, mark point F and point G. Then connect point B and F with French curve. From point G, mark point H 3/4 inches. This is 3/4. Then draw a line from F to H. Next, mark point I from C, point J from D, and point K from E. Connect H, I, and J with French curve. Then connect point J with point K with a ruler. Now we got the back bodice block. For the front bodice, mark point 1 2.5 inches away from point A. Next, mark point 2 and point 3 as shown here. Then connect point 1 and 2 with French curve. Mark point 4 3/4 inches from point 3 and connect point 2 to point 4. Next, mark point 5 from C, point 6 from D, and point 7 from E. Connect point 4, 5, and 6 with French curve. Then connect point 6 and 7 with the ruler. And the front bodice block is done. Now it's time to cut the patterns. Next, I'm gonna draft a collar pattern by using the French curve. Now we have the patterns for the bodice and the collar. Now it's time to sew. I used the same cotton fabric as I used for my dress in the previous video. For this dress, I used 3 cute buttons and 1 thread row. Then cut the fabric by using the DIY pattern. Don't forget to add seam allowance in the pattern before cutting the fabric. I use basic pattern for the sleeves. Sew the sides of the front and back bodies together. Next, cut the fabric for colors. I fold the fabric before cutting, so I get two pieces of the colors at the same time. Then cut for another color. Facing the right side of the fabric together and sew. Trim the edges and turn the fabric inside out. Now we have the colors. Then I pin this cute lace trim on the bottom edge of the collar and sew. Next, pin the colors to the front bodies like this. I didn't cut the lining fabric for the whole bodice, but only small pieces as shown here. Then facing the right sides together and sew. This is how it looks like. Then pin the top of the front and the back bodies together and sew. For the sleeve, gather the top of it. Then roll hem the bottom of the sleeves. Now we have the sleeve. Attach the sleeves to the bodice and overlock the seams. Then cut the fabric for the skirt and gather. Pin the skirt to the bodice and sew. You can overlock the seam to get a neat finish. Then roll hem the bottom edge of the skirt. Next, roll the edges of the back bodice about 1.5 cm. Then pin the fabric. The buttons will be attached on the left side of the back bodice and the buttonholes will be on the right side. The buttons will be attached on this side. Then mark the fabric where the buttons will be attached. I placed the buttons about 6.5 centimeters away from each other. And the buttons will be about 1 centimeter away from the edge of the back bodice. This is the button footer that I used. And this is how I set my machine. Then start sewing. Next, change to the buttonhole foot. Pull this out and place the button into the holder. Then push the holder closed so it's gripping the button tightly, making sure that the button is laying flat. Pull this down as far as it will go. Then choose a type of the buttonholes and start sewing. Open the buttonholes by using a seam ripper and scissors. Next, turn the dress inside out and place the right side of the fabric together because we'll finish the seam of the skirt. Sew about 1 centimeter. Return to the standard foot and close up the remaining seams. Now let's try the buttons. And the dress is done. Anh này sinh nhật, chào ba anh ra.